Alright guys, here is the rifle that I built. Again, I love this rifle. First build I've ever done. First thing I'm going to say off the bat is if you're thinking about doing a build, do it. It is a lot of fun. It's fun to be able to build something exactly how you want it. Also, you'll really truly learn a lot about the firearm, how everything functions. I'm happy I did it. So I'm going to make this quick. I'm not going to get too crazy into depth. I got an adaptive tactical buttstock on there. It's got a nice shock absorber for your shoulder. It's really comfortable. Not that a AR and 5.56 is really going to be beating you up, because it's not, but it's nice, adjustable, obviously. Regular rifle buffer tube. I'm running a pretty heavy buffer spring in there. Hogue pistol grip. I like their stuff. It's comfy. I like the texture of it. It just feels good in the hand. Got your finger grooves. It just fits my hands well. It's an Anderson. It was an Anderson, or excuse me, Aero stripped lower. I got that in just a basic parts kit without the trigger, because I ended up taking a trigger out of a Springfield Saint, which is a nickel boron trigger, and slapped it in there. And I did put a lighter trigger spring in there, so that lightened up the trigger pull pretty significantly. I couldn't tell you the exact weight on it, but it is a pretty easy trigger pull. And it's got a pretty good reset. Let me set you down for a second and we'll run the bolt back. Sorry about that. Quick reset. So, I mean, it's a nice trigger. There's tons better. You could spend a few $100 and get a competition trigger, but that's a great trigger for me for the parts that I had available. The lighter trigger spring came out of a old Franklin Armory trigger kit that I had, and I thought I'd try swapping out to a lighter spring, and it worked out great. Upper is an Aero as well. I got that stripped. Just got a basic charging handle. I don't even know the brand of it, honestly. It was just 20 or 30 bucks. It's nothing special, but what I like about it, it's not mil spec. It's a little wider of a handle, easier to grab onto, but it's not so wide that it's going to catch on a chest rig or any other kind of shit that you're packing if you're running this slung over your chest and drawing the weapon and firing with it. You don't want that catching on stuff. So it's kind of a happy medium. Anderson nickel boron bolt carrier group. I try to go with good components when it comes to your BCG trigger, barrel, just because things are going to get hot and heat's going to be what wears things down. Nickel boron supposedly is supposed to be really good with withstanding heat. So I got that. I mean, I want to say it was like $150 bolt carrier group. As far as the rail handguard, I honestly don't even know the brand. It was just at one of the local stores here I got it. I want to say it was like $50, which is a great deal. And it works. It's doing the job. I think handguards, I don't really think you need to go spend $500 on a Geisley or something. I mean, hey, if you want to and you got the money, that's great. UTG 6 to 9 inch bipod. Cheap as well. I think that was like a $20 bipod. It works great. I mean, it extends. Right now it's just at the 6 inch. The legs will both extend 3 more inches to make it 9, obviously. I got a 20 inch what was it? I think it's an Anderson barrel, chrome lined. And then this is a KAK Industries blast can, 4-inch model. If you're not familiar with what a blast can is, all it does is directs the sound and all the pressure directly forward away from the shooter. It's not a suppressor. It kind of looks like one. It's kind of sweet looking. I won't lie, it's aesthetically pleasing, but that's really all it does. And also, if you're shooting around other people, it'll project that sound away from them. So if you're at the range or running drills with a team, you're not blowing people's eardrums out. This optic, okay, I had this on my 30-06 hunting rifle, and I don't primarily use that anymore. I'll end up getting another scope for it, but I took this off of it, which is pretty much a brand new scope. It's a SIG Buckmasters or Buckmaster. If it'll focus here. 3x9, 39x50 optic, with just a pretty generic mount on it. Nothing special there. This is a budget optic, guys. I mean, I think I got it on sale for like $1.15 or $1.20. I mean, screaming little deal, but from the reviews, people love it. The review that sold me on it, a guy put it on an AR, and he was shooting steel targets, silhouette targets, out to 500 yards. Now, granted, he's probably a pretty good shot, and he torture tested it. So far I've been running it, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's held zero. It's accurate. It's worked well with this setup. Running 10 round mags because when I'm, laying down shooting it or over the hood of a pickup or whatever, those 30 rounders just are pain in the ass, and you can't put your bipod down and have that 30 round mag without them throwing you off center. So 10 rounders. And honestly, this is going to be more of a DMR type build. I'll probably coyote hunt with this, stuff like that. More of a long range weapon, so I'm not gonna be shooting, multiple rounds and burning through lots of ammunition with it. Not to say that I won't on occasion throw some 30 rounders in it and have a little fun, but anyways, that's my build. As you can see, or you can't see, I don't know. I painted it. This is kind of my favorite camo pattern to run. Just, it's nothing special. It's easy to do. It breaks the firearm up very well. And I do it with a spray paint, with a few different colors of spray paint and some sponges. And when I'm done, I seal it with just a spray can of sealer. And you want to make sure you're using matte. You want to, and it still has some shine on it, but you want to reduce the amount of shine on it for hunting reasons, or, because if you're trying to hide from anyone or anything, if there's shine on something, that's going to stick out like a sore thumb. But like I said, my first build ever. You might like it. You might think it's stupid. You might think something I have on there is dumb. I got a sling. This is just a standard sling off Amazon. They're like $10, but let me tell you what, they're great. I love them. I run them on all my rifles, AR rifles. They're great for the price. Anyways, this is it. Any comments, questions, whatever, hit me up in the bottom. I try to respond to everybody. Let me know what you got for a build, or if you have any suggestions for me, something that might upgrade this or make it better, or hey, maybe you want to say take that cheap ass optic off there and throw something with some quality on there. Any comment's a good comment for me, guys. I'm trying to grow the channel, and this is a hobby for me, and if it gives me a reason to talk about firearms, I love it. So, like it, hate it, whatever. Leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, guys, and we'll catch you next time.